Hi, I'm David. I own and operate Country Whatnot Gardens here outside of Rochester, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the Michigan state line. I grow 25 different species and varieties of bamboo, such as this Phylostachys basseti behind me, which is the first bamboo that I got back in 1997. It's been growing at this location since the year 2000. And I wanted to show about these new shoots, if they come up where you don't want them, how easy it is to snip them off before they harden. After they harden, you'll need some good-sized garden loppers to go through them, but right now, these aren't even barely branched yet, and you can get through them, believe it or not, with just simple, these are just bonsai shears. These are by Joshua Roth. I've had these shears for, oh gosh, close to 30 years, probably 28 anyway, 28 years, and they last and last. They're good. They're not the fancy pro grade or anything. They're just novice entry-level bonsai shears. And come down here right next to the ground, brush some leaves away, and just snip that sucker right off. That easy. Look how it goes through there. Like that. Right there. Like so. There's a bunch over here I want to remove that's coming up next to this shibagaki fence. Right here. And just snip these right off. Now granted, if these were larger culms, you would need some larger shears, but for ones this size that are this young and tender, they come right off. And just so you don't think there's any camera tricks of me having these already cut down in the weeds. Ta-da! But they're young and tender yet. They're just starting to branch a little bit, but they're still pretty much in shoot stage yet. And when they are still very tender. Now, if I had caught these when they were only just a few inches tall, coming up out of the ground, I could have kicked them over with the toe of my boot and knocked them off. But I didn't. I want a few growing here by this fence, but not a lot. So I'm going to choose one of the larger diameter ones here and just keep some like that. Maybe this one. And I've got 3 growing here. Of the 3, it looks like this one on my left here is the larger diameter. So I'm just going to take off those other 2 right there. And I've got some of this weed here that needs pulled out of there. And now I can get here to do some other weeding. And got some other little stragglers here that I can take off. Now, if you have bamboo like this and you want it in front of a wall, so to speak, in this case it's a shibagaki fence, and you want to kind of showcase, as it were, the bamboo culms for an architectural type appeal. Now, this is for established groves only. If you do this with a grove that's not established, you will weaken it, what I'm about to do. I'm going to go up here about halfway up the culm, and I'm just going to take my thumb and my fingers over here and debranch it like this. That way it only has foliage at the top, like so, and that will show off that bamboo, classic bamboo look of the nodes and the rings and everything before it gets up to the branched portion of the culm up there for the foliage and everything. And again, I can do it with this one. And this will look great in front of this shibagaki fence. And like I say, you don't want to do that with a young plant. Like if you're just setting in bamboo and it's only a few years in and not established yet, you don't want to be going around to all of its shoots stripping off half of the branches because you'll weaken it. This is an old established grove. Doing this to a couple culms isn't going to affect it any at all. But I will show an update after these leaf out of exactly what that did for it and how that looks when it's finished out with just the foliage at the top. And then you have this exposed here this portion of the culm for visual interest in the garden. But that has been a look at how to snip off and easily snip off new shoots, even if they're starting to branch in the garden, and that you don't need anything tough to do it with. But if you liked the video, please give me a like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you for stopping by and take care. Bye.